Well, folks, put your hype hats on. Strap in, strap on if that's what you're into, because it looks like we're going to be having quite the sizable week in the world of video games this upcoming week. Now, while Microsoft is enjoying the success of Starfield with over 6 million players checking out this game, I am one of them. Thoroughly enjoying my time with the game. Make sure you check out my impressions video from Saturday if you happen to miss out on that. I am the king of Xbox out overall, but I'm also the king of PlayStation, and I'm also the king of Nintendo at times, but I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. But it appears that we're going to be having a very busy week this week with a Sony State of Play and Nintendo Direct rumored to both be happening this week. Now, from what I've heard, it does seem like these two things are indeed happening this week, and even more so, it seems like they might be happening the same day, which, I mean, we've actually seen that before because I remember doing a Nintendo Direct and a State of Play coverage in the exact same day. So with these things, of course, a bunch of rumors come along. And while I'm not going to speculate too much on stuff, I am going to talk about the rumors that are out there. And then once the Nintendo Direct is officially announced, I'll give you guys my crystal ball impressions on what I expect to see there. But first off, let's talk about Sony and this State of Play presentation, because this, to me, it's the biggest mystery of them all. Like, when you look at Sony and their lineup of games, it's like, what's the lineup of games? Like, we know Spider-Man 2 is coming. Spider-Man 2 looks absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait to play this game. I'm super excited for this game as well. When it comes to first-party Sony games, Spider-Man is right up there at the top for me. I absolutely love these games, and there's people that are like, oh, it's not different enough from, you know, the other Spider-Man. Like, what do you expect? It's Spider-Man. Like, don't reinvent the wheel when the wheel works. Just make the wheel bigger so that you can do more stuff with it. And that's what it seems like they're doing with this. Kind of like a Breath of the Wild to a Tears of the Kingdom moment. They're not, you know, it's a sequel. It's set in the same stuff, the same universe. I don't understand what people want from this. But beyond Spider-Man, what do we have? Well, we got a little teaser for Wolverine. I don't think that's coming out anytime soon. So we got Wolverine and then really nothing. And I can't think of a time where, when it comes to first-party Sony titles, that I've been so in the dark about this. Obviously, there'll be third-party titles at this presentation because they're going to want to hype up some of these games that are coming out during the holiday season. They probably have some brand deals in place as well. I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about, what are the first-party games? Like, what are they? There's been rumors about The Last of Us 2 getting a remake for the PlayStation 5 to take advantage of the power of the PlayStation 5, according to Jim Ryan. But, like, is that going to set the streets on fire? Like, is there a bunch of people that missed out on this game that are going to do substantial enhancements to it to make it worthwhile? Or is it going to be a Last of Us Part 1 situation? I'm sorry, but I was not interested in repurchasing The Last of Us for that minute upgrade. And I don't think I would be interested in purchasing The Last of Us Part 2 for another minute upgrade. Unless you fix the story to make revenge actually, you know, happen in the game. But I love the gameplay in that game. I think it's absolutely fantastic, but I don't feel compelled to revisit it again. I want to see something different, something fresh, something new from Sony. And it seems like that's kind of up in the air. What about PlayStation VR 2 support? What's going on with that? Do you have any banger titles coming out, either third party or first party? There's a lot of uncertainty with Sony right now, but on the same, you know, wavelength of this, I think that makes things exciting because you don't know what to expect, and there could be some really cool stuff at their presentation. Will that come to fruition? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then, of course, Nintendo. Now, there's been some rumors about some stuff, so we'll talk about these rumors. Supposedly, there's a Wii/DS game getting remade, and it seems like it's Trace Memory. Now, if you know anything about Trace Memory / Another Code, it was actually a cool game. I liked Trace Memory on the Nintendo DS. I remember playing that game to completion and really enjoying myself with it. Is it something I'd want to revisit or necessarily get hyped about? I don't think so. It's kind of weird because the studio who made those games no longer exists, so I don't know if somebody bought the IP, but Trace Memory was a good time on the DS. So, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've played it. Maybe if they do some substantial upgrades to it, I would want to check it out. But the other things are more closely aligned with first-party Nintendo games. Lots of rumors about Donkey Kong coming out at this thing. Supposedly, it's gonna be a Donkey Kong thing there. People are saying it's a Mario versus Donkey Kong game, which I think that would be a bit of a letdown. Like, those games are fine, but they're definitely kind of filler games, I always feel. Like, really, the only good iteration of it was the game that kind of set it off, which was Donkey Kong 93 on the Game Boy. Play the Super Game Boy enhanced version of it because it is far superior. But like the March of Minis and crap like that, like I don't know. Like, if it's a digital only title or like a budget title, sure, that's fine, bring it on. But beyond that, I'm not super interested. And of course, F-Zero is being talked about as well. What will it be? Will it be F-Zero 99/35? Will it be F-Zero GX getting a remake? Which, I mean, that would be awesome. I don't know if you played that on the GameCube, but that's a freaking awesome game with amazing visuals. You literally don't have to do anything to it. Just upscale it, add in widescreen support, and then add in online multiplayer. And it would be freaking amazing. That game holds up extremely, extremely well. And then, of course, we have old Samus. What is old stinky Samus doing? She coming out? Are we getting Metroid Prime 4 at this event? I don't know. I don't know. In my heart tells me yes, that would be awesome, but my gut tells me no. And I have to go with my gut on this. I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is really going to be at this. You know, there's been rumors about it. I guess there is the off chance, because I think now we're all kind of conditioned to expect a GameCube game stealth drop with these Nintendo Directs. We saw it at the last two with Metroid Prime Remastered and, of course, Pikmin 1 and 2 HD. So we're kind of expecting another, drop of a GameCube game, and it could be something like Metroid Prime 2 or Metroid Prime 2 and 3 together. Who knows? Who's to really say? And I feel like if you're doing that, you probably would want to have Metroid Prime 4 there as sort of like the palate cleanser. Like, hey, this is why we're giving you these games, because of this coming up on the horizon. And I'm very interested to see how that game looks. I'm just still not 110% sold on that game being there. I think something Donkey Kong related makes a bit more sense. And I just hope it's like a full-on Donkey Kong thing. Donkey Kong used to be huge, okay? I don't think you guys really understand, unless you're older, I don't think you understand like the gravity of Donkey Kong and just how big it was with Donkey Kong Country. Like, that completely transformed 2D platformer games. That completely transformed visual art styles and what you could do with the silicon graphics and crap like that. Donkey Kong had his own cartoon. Hey, yo, look out down below. Here it comes, Banana Slammer. Like, the show was horrible. He looked everyone in that looked absolutely terrifying, but the theme song was good. And really, that's all that mattered with 80s and 90s shows, if the theme song was good. If the theme song was good, everyone was hyped about it. But regardless of what you think is going to happen at the Nintendo Direct and the Sony State of Play, they're always fun and exciting times. Like I said, I'll give you guys my predictions for the Nintendo Direct once it's officially announced. I'm expecting a Tuesday or Wednesday announcement with a Thursday presentation. Sony might do a Tuesday announcement with the Thursday presentation. It would honestly be nice if one of them was just like, hey, when are you doing a thing? Oh, I'm doing it Thursday. Oh, well, we are too. Well, one of us needs to move. Like, just do that so we can spread everything out with this and, focus on full coverage instead of having to scramble and do one presentation after another. So hopefully what I heard about the days, maybe that was inaccurate. But let me know in the comments section, what do you expect to be at this event? What is Sony hiding? Are they hiding anything? There was lots of rumors back when we got the State of Play for E3 season that Sony was holding back stuff, and if they were, now is the time to show it, because people are raising questions about what the future is of their PlayStation 5. You're raising prices of things. It's time to start showing why I bought my PlayStation 5, because really, I don't know, my PlayStation 5, I did some footage. I can't even tell you what game it was, but I recorded some footage. It's sitting right here. It's been sitting right here for like 3 months. No cap. Been playing all my third-party games on the Xbox. And Nintendo, what do you expect to see? Do you think Smelly Samus will be there? I don't know why I'm calling her Smelly Samus. I just like the alliteration of it, because you got the triple S, Smelly Samus. Yeah, I'm sure she smells fine though. I don't know, maybe she got a little stank on her. It probably gets hot and smelly under those suits. Let me know what you think of it in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 500,000 subscribers, 500,000. That's my goal for this channel. Anything beyond that is just flowers and sunshine, because I'm not a million. This isn't a million sub face, and my opinions are too polarizing sometimes. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.